It's come to my attention that you like to watch people clean out their dirty filters. Well, don't you fear, I've got filters here. Oh boy, that was cheesy. Anyway, in this cabinet is a Fluval 407 that has not been cleaned for over 6 months. And as you can see, I'm doing a water change, and so now's a good time to clean the filter. Let's just go ahead and get it out of the cabinet and get it on the kitchen counter, show you how dirty this thing is. Alright, before we tear into the filter here, let's see the two fish primarily responsible for dirtying this thing up. You've got a 13-inch Florida hybrid bass, Billy Bass Thornton here, and he eats a lot, so he poops a lot. And there's no cleanup crew in this tank because, well, he eats a cleanup crew. And then we got little brim boy here, and he's about a 6-inch or so brim, and, well, you know, he poops too. Okay, the moment you've all been waiting for, let's go ahead and pop this thing open and just kind of see what it looks like. Now, it was running just fine, I will note, for, you know, a little promotion for Fluval. It never stopped flow or anything like that, but I know that there's going to be stuff in here because it's been a while. And we have lots of surprises in here, guys. One being a couple of snails here. Snails are always fun. They've been living in here for God knows how long. But we have an even bigger surprise, and that is we have a baby crayfish in here. That's right, I'm going to do a video on this later. There we go. One baby crayfish. More on that later. Subscribe if you want to see the story about the baby crayfish that came out of nowhere. Alright, back to the clean out here. We've got tons and tons of snails. They always get in the filter. So it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. While I did notice a decrease in flow, it definitely wasn't, you know, not flowing at all. And it's not as bad as I thought. We probably could have gone a little further. Or longer, rather. So our coarse sponges here are primarily just filled with snails more than anything else. They like to crawl on the filter inlet and then they get sucked in. So we'll have to get all these guys out of here. Flipping it over for you real quick. So on the coarse sponges here, really not that bad. All right, moving on to the basket. This is where the fine filter floss and stuff is. And that's where most of the gunk is going to be. All the fine detritus and stuff. You can kind of see it already. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, while the baskets are draining in the sink there, I'm going to go ahead and drain this water out. See if we got any other critters in there. I usually pour the water through a net. And then, of course, you catch anything that's maybe living in there. But for sake of YouTube, I'm going to use the wife's kitchen sieve. Nothing but just a couple of snail shells. All right, let's check out the trays here. I'm not even sure how I loaded this up. I believe it was mostly biological. And filter floss here, pretty nasty. But being that this is the top level of filtration, it is not completely horrible. I can see, though, these indents here showing that the pad sucked itself up against the filter outlet. And that's why probably my flow was reduced. So it doesn't look to be as dirty as I anticipated. Biomedia tray, not bad. Next tray down is a little bit dirtier, but still not too bad. Here we've got more filter floss, which isn't too horrible. More biomedia underneath. I guess I went the biomedia route, didn't I? Filter floss, fairly dirty, but not completely saturated and clogged. Biomedia rings. I don't remember whose these are. I think these are Fluval's actual biomedia rings, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me. More filter floss. This should be most of the filtration here. This is a big wad of filter floss, and here's where we're going to have our gunk. Another filter floss pad. Gunk. You know me, guys. I'm the filter floss king here. I love some filter floss. Those were pretty well clogged up, and then we've got the stock sponges, and they are actually kind of nasty. And I found another friend. Oh my goodness. Come here, buddy. How did you get in there? Living in there for God knows how long. Another baby crayfish. Okay, buddy. All right, let's go get you back. Always amazes me how things can live in these filters for months. Okay, I'm back, and the next pad here is definitely pretty yucky here. Not the worst I've seen on YouTube though. All right, and now I'm gonna clean the filters. And the way I'm gonna do that is I'm just gonna squeeze them under running cold tap water. That's right, I'm using chlorinated tap water to clean my filters. Not using old tank water and the bucket method and all of that beneficial bacteria nonsense that people talk about. Look, there's videos out there about how long chlorine needs to be in contact with the beneficial bacteria to kill it. You know, I'm not going to go into all that. You guys can find all kind of videos from other channels talking about the beneficial bacteria. I'm not on the beneficial bacteria bandwagon, okay? There is plenty of beneficial bacteria in that 75-gallon aquarium. There's a crap ton of substrate in there. There's wood, there's plants, there's aquarium walls. There's plenty of bacteria in there to recolonize my clean filter in the event that I do remove all of the beneficial bacteria. So I'm not a big advocate of cleaning in tank water and all those precautions. I just clean my filter. That's the whole point, right? Clean my filter. So let's go ahead and squeeze some sponges for your grimy delight. All right, you're gonna have to deal with water noise here as well, so bear with me. Step one is we're gonna clean the impeller out here. All I'm gonna do is just kind of rinse and wash this off a little bit. Maybe this brown stuff's beneficial bacteria, I don't know, but we're rubbing it kind of clean. Grab the impeller, slippery little guy. Out comes the impeller, just a quick rinse. All right, I'm gonna pull the centering pin out and just a paper towel wipe down inside. Okay. Impeller housing is clean. Push the centering pin back in, impeller back down, snap the door shut, and the lid is done. We're gonna rinse a media tray here, just a quick rinse and rub. All right, gonna rinse the media trays here as well with the media in there. Oh my God, look out, all the biological bacteria is dead. I know, I'm a horrible person, but all of the detritus and stuff is now out and rinsed. You can see all the brown water coming out of the bottom there. Just rinse this stuff out. Okay, and the final tray. For the moment you've been waiting for. Nope, we're gonna do these filters. Don't you just love how us YouTubers make you wait for all the stuff you really want to see? And we got a snail in there, maybe he can go back in. Just gonna squeeze this filter out. I mean, it was pretty dirty though. You can see the nastiness coming out. Now, if you guys are worried about my beneficial bacteria on these sponges here, don't you fret. I actually have a septic tank system, and so these beneficial bacteria, they can go down into that septic tank and they can live a happy life with all of the poo and stuff that is in my septic tank. So, we're good. I'm a responsible bacteria person. Okay, we give this side of the tray a rinse here. Good. You know, with all the snails that were in here, that's probably why I didn't have too much detritus going on. It was just a snail farm in here. Now you can see this is supposed to be a blue filter. You guys don't really have a good angle of the sink, do you? I'm sorry. A little bit better. This is supposed to be blue, but she looks black. And one more rinse. Okay, and last but not least, these little grimy guys right here. Oh man, I wish we had feel-o-vision. You could feel how full of, well, slimy detritus. If you've done this before, you understand. It's a weird kind of mud feeling. But this is where all of that flow is getting reduced. Get you guys in close here for the second sponge. All right, last sponge. Yummy. Never thought there'd be a day where I'm filming myself cleaning a dirty sponge for a YouTube video, but here we are. Alright, almost there. And one tired, achy hand later, we got a clean filter. Let's reassemble. Alright, step one, we got to put our stick in there. Put your stick through the hole. Grab your sponges. I believe they go nipple side down or bumpy side down if I remember correctly. Drop those in there. Take a piece of filter floss, set that guy in there. Another one on this side over here. We'll get one that fits a little bit better. There we go. Biomedia tray. Drop that down on there. Oh, no, I got another biomedia tray. I forgot. Next media and next filter floss. Okay, there we go. Biomedia trapped between another layer of filter floss. Then we do another biomedia tray and the final biomedia tray on top. And what do we top off the top tray with? Oh yeah, that's right, more filter floss. The final layer of our filter floss concoction here is complete. There we go. Grab the bucket, drop it in there, slap on a cap. All right, pre-filter or coarse sponge filter, whatever filter sponge thing this is here that's gonna go in there. All right, that's in there. Do our final layer of coarse sponge on the back of this. All right, drop that guy in there. Lid, and that'll do. All right, let's put it back on the tank. Now, before I flip this valve here, I like to put a net on the outflow because little gunks will come out of the hoses. Hiya, Billy. Are you enjoying your nice clean water? Figure out a way where it'll sit there. There we go. Over the outflow. Now you can see why I put this net on here, because you see little nasties there. I just got done doing a water change. I don't want all that crud back in the tank. All right, that's gonna do it for the filter cleaning video and water change that you didn't see, but you know, water out, water in, pretty simple stuff. Hope you enjoyed it and you got your filter fixed. For my astute viewers, you guys may have noticed a different CO2 system in there, so if you're already subscribed to the channel, stay tuned because I'm doing a big CO2 experiment. The old unit's right over there, getting ready to go head to head with liquid CO2. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed dirty filter content or fish stuff in general and you want to find my channel easier, hit that little subscribe button. It does you a favor. Don't worry about me. Help yourself. Hit the button so you can find this stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.